It's the Date Master, and yes, we're back again. We're gonna give y'all a little bit of something different today. As you see here, we have quite another debacle under the list. Feminism, check. Sexual liberation, check. What's next on the docket? Divestment. So it seemed that we have a divestment community. I told you guys before in my videos, wherever there is a digital space, you're going to have an abundance of women trying to occupy it, especially when it is set up as a platform to convey a message or information. So what you have here, this divestment community, when you listen to them, shout out to I think Red Supreme, he hits on this a lot. Angry Man has touched on it, and a few others. So what this divestment community is trying to cultivate is the answer to red pill. This is not about going to build families and legacies with white men because that's their top choice, because that's what they're in the most they're in cultural proximity to, meaning they speak the same language. They know they can't really go to Asians, they can't go to Mexican, they can't go to any other race because there is too many barriers to fight through, such as the language barrier, the patriarchal barriers. And those Asian and Hispanic cultures, they do not do the even Steven. They do not do the egalitarian rendezvous that we do in the black community and in the white community. So what you have now is their quote unquote answer to red pill content, the red pill space, the manosphere, whatever you want to call it, free agent lifestyle. Shout out Coach Greg Adams. Like I told you, we salute other creators on this channel. We do not shame unless it is deemed necessary. And even if it's necessary, our 2 cents is not needed. So you got this checklist that they're trying to do. If you notice, they try to have a counter or an antagonist to every male progressive movement. I was listening to Red Supreme's channel, and he had some content. I forgot who the lady was, but he called her the Triple G, the ghetto gagging granny, which is quite hilarious. And I posted a post in my story on Facebook, and I just go down my timeline like I usually tell you guys. Use your social media for observation purposes and for your business only. I'm looking at women in their 40s and 50s, late 30s, talking about sex daily, posting pictures of rappers, talking about what they would do to them. Picture a woman in her mid to late 40s, a grandmother in a sense, more than likely a grandmother, speaking sexual, using foul language, all type of things. This is someone's grandmother on social media, talking as if she's 17, 18. And I told a lot of, we had this conversation. I did a poll I think I did it in my Facebook or in my Instagram. I may have done it in both. I did a poll on who's the smartest, men or women. And of course, mostly women answered and said it was women. A beautiful fool, to say the least. Hence the divestment culture, to where you have the issues that come with divesting women, black women particularly. If you're not noticing, your sisters are being murdered in high numbers. There's been a spike in young women, young black women, beautiful women, being murdered in the most heinous, in the most barbaric way possible. Bodies chopped, scalped, burnt. The most treacherous acts are being done to you because you thought the grass was greener, or should I say, the snow was whiter on the other side. And you have these divestment channels who are encouraging black women to divest, but yet black men are still the center of the conversation. This is my issue. If you're going to divest, or if you're going to go to another race, it does not have to be vocalized. And in the same sense, the reasons for said divestment does not need to be conveyed either. You would be really focused, because if the what is the goal is the question that should be asked. Well, what is your goal with divesting? Are you looking to build a family? They're doing this out of spite. And to piggyback, or to go back to my point of them being the smarter gender, how would a woman be smarter than a man when all you have to do is lie to a woman to become rich? Derek Jackson, Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Joel Osteen. All of these inspiration and motivational liars that teach prosperity and silver lining in your own bad choices, they have gotten uber rich off of telling you and selling you a lie. When you find out that they're lying, you sit in silence. Joe Biden. We need to get Trump out of there. But now Joe Biden has got gas at almost $4 a gallon. He lied to you about student loans. He took about 70% of the HBCU funding that was promised to HBCUs away. And yet you sit in silence. Derek Jackson talking about real men deal with single mothers and I'm faithful and all of this type. You need a real man. And you come to find out that he's cheating on his own wife. And you find out that his wife doesn't leave him for the very same thing that you've left all of your men for. And now you look like a fool and you sit in silence and you ignore it, because to acknowledge it and to speak on it would make you a public fool, because people will say, well, you were just caping for Derek Jackson. You were just at his show. You were just at the Creflo Dollar. You were just at the madness behind the mascara. And I'm not the first one to say it, but I will echo it. As a man, black or other, if you want to become rich, lie to women, black women particularly. Lie and tell them how beautiful they are, no matter how much they weigh. Lie and tell them how beautiful they are, no matter how much makeup and artificial enhancements they put on their bodies. Lie and tell them that they're beautiful when they inject toxic chemicals into their ass and later die from those same chemicals. And these women foolishly believe it. Tell them that, hey, white men are waiting for you at the door. They're waiting on you. And when you see no top shelf white male has picked any of these women who's quote unquote divesting. Because why would they pick you when they see how you treat your own race of men? Why would they choose you? But what these women tend to do, they try to reshape their image and reputation and their character when white men know how you are, because they made you who you are. They made you who you are, so how can you fool them? They just have fantasies they're going to live by. Okay, I got me one. And they deal with you, they woo you, they lie to you. Next thing you know, you're in a part 4 or part 14 of the Michael Myers movie, because he just won't die now, will he? You just can't kill him, can you? These are the very same women who talk about they're the most educated, but the numbers don't show that. Educated in what? Divestment is not your savior, but divestment, again, is the antagonist to red pill content, red pill mindset. Free agent is they think it's the antagonist. That's why they continue to bring it up. Whenever you see these streams and get on these posts, they always mention what they're separating from. They don't highlight what they're running to or what they're going to. They highlight what they're running away from, so they think. And they think if their percentage of being married is about 1 out of 4, how would they think going to white men is going to increase their chance of marriage? This is a beautiful fool that we're listening to. A beautiful fool indeed. And that's why I say you don't save them from themselves. Let them destroy themselves. Do not sway them to stay. They're doing you a favor. As a black male, even if you're in a different race and your women are saying they're going to go and deal with the black men, they want to quote unquote night ride. Let them go. And do not welcome them back when it does not pan out the way they think it should. You let them lay in their foolish bed. The best thing you can do is get away from a fool who thinks they're a genius. Feminism failed them. Sexual liberation failed them. Divestment is also going to do the same. But they're only doing this out of spite. Anytime a message or movement for men starts to gain traction and momentum, they try to counteract it with something they think is going to work. Again, you see it, you see the history. They think divestment is going to be the answer to red pill. Well, ladies, if they don't want to deal with you, come over here and get you some white men, get you a Brad. No top shelf white male are waiting for you. I'm sorry to tell you that. They're not waiting for you. They're not going to do anything but live out their sexual fantasies, their heinous fantasies that they want to convey or they want to live out. That's all they're going to do. They'll deal with you. They'll lie to you to get you comfortable enough. Next thing you know, you're chopped up in sandwich bags. Look at the news reports. You see these reports coming out almost daily. And these women think that they're the shit. They think they're so fine and so dandy. And they think they're smarter than the men. Only a fool would think such. She's a beautiful fool, but a fool nonetheless. So don't get swayed. Don't get triggered. Do not be entertained. Do not even engage in challenging these quote unquote divestors, because it's not a real thing. It's something they hope will work. That's why they have to, when you listen to it, they try to recruit other women to do the same. They try to give you the benefits. You see these women time after time. Top 10 benefits of dating a white man. Top 10 benefits of being a divester. Baby, there's no benefits for you there. I'm sorry. You're a liar. So therefore, if you lie to yourself, what makes me think you won't lie to me and other women? And ladies, if you are straddling the fence again, you make your own bed and you will sleep in it. And we won't wake you up. We will let you lie in it. There's no more savior from our side coming to you. We won't be saving you from your own devices and your own decisions. We're going to let you make them and fall on your face. And some of these decisions will and can cost you your life. They will cost you your life. But hey, you're smarter than us, so you figure it out. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.